Hello, welcome to our pilot episode for the old fashioned football. We, British lads now living stateside, we talk football, drink whiskey, and argue like it's a Champions League final. Today, we're going to talk about ourselves, our football origin, our biggest heartbreaks, and the moments that made us fall head over boots for the love of the game. Throughout the podcast, expect a bit of nostalgia, a lot of banter, and of course, a good old fashioned in hand. All right, so let's kick it off. We'll start with you, Yatesy. Tell us how we got to this point. How are we doing this podcast?
I like drinking old fashions. I like talking about football with you fucking set of idiots. I thought, why not? Why not try it? Let's get after it.
Fainty, what's your hope for this podcast, mate?
What's my hope for the podcast?
Yeah.
I'm excited to learn a lot of stories from you boys. A couple of you boys are a little bit older than I am, so I'm looking forward to hearing about what your early days of football was like, how it differs from mine.
I think we're all going to learn a lot from Dan Yates.
Wise man, Dan.
Why am I? I'm not. Am I the oldest?
You're definitely the oldest.
By about 6 years, I think.
That's why I need clubbers.
Mark, what's your biggest fear for this podcast? As you frozen?
That was it. I don't know what to say. I thought I'd demonstrate it. But yeah, that was it.
What a twat. What a
Did
twat.
they do a good job of it?
Bob,
Decent to be fair.
Bob, because of ground and your big brain, I'm going to go to you for like most analytical questions. And based on those three answers, what do you think the success rate of this podcast is going to be? Zeros with Mark Bentley involved.
Yeah, I think we've got about 2 weeks in us.
Two fucking hours.
Oh, you're in bed at 9 o'clock. You.
I want to start with you guys trying to convince us, the audience, with your best Premier League moments. I hope you guys have done your research and have a think about it. You can't be the same one, so make sure it's very different to the person. We'll make it easier first by going with the only mank in the room. Give the other four of us, actually Liverpool fans only, four of us a chance to hide away. So Yatesy, your favourite Premier League moment?
I don't really remember it as such, but it was the Eric Cantona kung fu kick.
I had the catch up for that coming in later. All right,
I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
How long did you get banned for after that?
It was like 7 months or something, right?
It was like 8
Months.
Yeah, he was done for months.
Didn't Rio Ferdinand get a longer ban for missing his drug test than Cantona got for kicking someone in the head?
Yeah. I just love how Alex Ferguson just stayed behind him as well. Like, absolutely nothing wrong.
And the little interview at the end when he come back, the seagull follow the trawler. Fucking, he's weird, man. What a footballer though.
Off his rocker, he has to be. Bobby, what you got for me?
Or just like favourite memory.
Favourite memory, favourite moment.
Come back to me.
She's loading. All right. Fainty, what you got for me?
I'm not a City fan by any stretch of the imagination, but Aguero's winner
This is coming
against QPR was something to behold, wasn't it? I mean, everything about it. I remember where I was. I was in the living room back in the UK, and I remember that last 5 minutes. Obviously, I think United beat Sunderland, right? Was it 1-0?
Yeah, they're on the pitch waiting for the
and they were waiting. They were waiting for the game to finish, and then Dzeko makes it 2-2 with 3 minutes to go or something, and I remember just stood up. I wasn't sat down at this spot. I was like, this is absolutely mental. And the moment that Sergio Aguero scored that goal, and even the commentary of the Aguero, this still gives me goosebumps whenever I see it. You know what I mean?
Got a good story about that, actually.
I was going to ask you, Gates, did you concur with James's notion here?
I mean, probably my worst ever moment in football.
No way.
Yeah, because I was working at Man City that day.
Were you working at Man City?
I was working security at Man City.
Throw Joey Barton off the pitch.
So I used to work in the director's box and like escort everyone down to the seats and stuff, and I literally saw that moment live. Man. And I sunk to my knees almost. Then I walked out, like I was fuming, obviously, and then seeing like 4 of my mates crying. I was like, "We'll give them one," and now they fucking won like 12 or something. Whatever. Yeah, It was the worst moment in my life in football.
It was ever.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy.
That's mad that you were at City, because I was at Goodison that day. Only ever time I've been to Goodison in my life. Last game of the season, I think it was Everton Newcastle, so I missed it watching the Blue Shite.
I don't think I don't know if it's my best ever Premier League moment, but I think that Aguero moment, especially the last day of the season with all those games kicking off at the same time,
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic advert for why the Premier League is this class. Like, I think this is. I know, like, obviously, Yates, it's horrible for you and whatever you, but I think it's just brilliant the way that that moment was captured and the multi-screen of having. I remember seeing Rooney just walk around Old Trafford just doing absolutely nothing, just waiting for the game, just not knowing where his fate was lies. It does the job, and then Balotelli, his only assist ever in his career, probably just gets Aguero in to score a winner.
It's the commentary that makes it as well, don't it? His name fits so well, and like just carry on going and carry on going forever.
Martin Tyler.
I was about to ask you if it was Peter Drury because he's a legend of this, but
legend.
Mark,
people
what's you now?
Sorry, go on, Mark.
Was it me?
He froze again.
My moment, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what's your favourite moment, lad?
A bit of a random one, but I'm going to go for Neil Mellor's winner against Arsenal. I know the year is probably 2004, 2005. I think it was that season, the Istanbul season, but smashing one in from 30 yards last minute. And Arsenal were unbelievable at the time. I think it was like they'd just been beat by United to end the 50-game unbeaten streak. I think Alonso scored the first goal for Liverpool. It was at Anfield. I think Vieira scored to equalise 1-1, and then last minute Neil Mellor, probably one
was
of
it half volley?
Half volley,
Yeah.
one of the things he'd ever done for us. What a moment for him!
Outside.
What a moment!
Right, don't hit it from there,
outside
lad.
of the foot, and bottom corner.
He had
Yeah,
no
the back-
business taking that shot.
Yeah, don't hit it from there. Don't hit it from there, lad. Oh, go on, lad. Have a dig.
No business at all taking that shot. Neil Mellor and still living at Liverpool.
Yeah, bit of a random one, but that was honestly like I was trying to think of one that we wouldn't all go for, and that was the first one that came to mind.
That's a good one. Bob, but you got one or what?
Not really.
Look it.
Roberto, have you ever watched football before? Let's start there with you.
Yeah, I watched a couple of games. I'm trying to think of some nice tackles or something like that. Some big tackles.
Maybe that Steven Gerrard, like 4 tackles in a row against Everton.
What was the one when Gerrard came on? I think it was against United. He came on as a sub and got sent off about a minute later.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Absolutely munched.
Bob, you're bloody useless. But if you guys, we all to pick one moment to be the best ever Premier League moment, what are we having here? You can't be Neil Mellor. What do you say?
That red kick against City was pretty decent as well.
Is that better than Peter Crouch's overhead kick or what?
Top by far.
Come on.
By far.
It was.
No, if you pick one, it has to be Aguero, then.
Gotta be on it.
Everyone, regardless if you're a massive football fan or not, as soon as you hear that or see that, I think a lot of people can remember exactly where they were when that moment happened.
There's so many like reactions and feelings to that one moment in the game. Like City fans, it was joy and jubilation. Me, it was the worst moment in football. Like,
it's very rare that it goes down.
I still remember it.
The last day of the season, and then for it to go down to the last day of the season for 2 rivals as well.
Correct.
It's like,
Yeah.
And they had to win.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the Liverpool moment. Liverpool had the chance twice, down to the last day, but City, the machine, just found a way to win both those times.
It might be the first, the moment we all started hating City, actually, when Aguero finally gets it done, because they spend all their money. Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Still like Yates said before, it was like we'll give them one, and then
I think I was happy with that result. I didn't want United to win it.
Well, that is, United was still the powerhouse then. I mean, I think Sparky just left that year before. Then, who came in?
Sparky.
Mark Hughes, because he signed Yaya and all them.
Oh, City. Fucking hell!
It was Pellegrini.
Back a bit there.
Years ago.
How many old fashions have you had?
Yeah. Who's the manager that won it?
Roberto Mancini won it.
Yeah, that was the start of it, wasn't it? And it's all done a piss poor then since ruined the Premier League.
I mean, even if you watch them last 5 minutes back, it was like 3 or 4 corners back to back to back. Paddy Kenny's made an absolute worldy save from point blank, and yeah, the pressure's piling on.
That was a good, really, really good moment. Anyway,
name a QPR goal scorer that day.
Jamie Mackie.
Straight off the bat.
And is the other one? Is it on the El Hadj Diouf?
I don't know.
I
didn't know either of them. I was hoping someone would know.
Jamie Mackie, I know, scored a header straight after City equalised, I think.
Jamie Mackie.
That's 1-1.
I couldn't even tell you who was on the pitch then.
Was it? Yeah, it was Bob. It might have been
Djibril Cissé.
I think it was Djibril Cissé. Yeah.
No way.
I think Djibril Cissé scored a penalty to make it 1-0, and then Jamie Mackie scored a header to make it 2.
Oh, Jesus.
And then yeah.
All right. So
put this on YouTube. Moments. Put it in the comments below.
Well done, Matt. That's the next one. So we've had the best moments in Premier League history. Yatey, you got to touch this already in terms of the worst moment in your Premier League history. What about the rest of you guys in terms of the worst moment for you guys?
There's a couple. There's a Gerrard slip.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
I mean, that has to be. Has to be.
Palace 3-0 up as well.
Well, yeah, that got me first. The 3-0 up at Palace and then just throw that away. It doesn't matter what Steven did after. I mean, it didn't help, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I got one, and one that Yatesy will love. Federico Macheda's goal against Villa to, I think, win that game for them.
Yeah, I think he finished 3. That was the third goal, 3-2, I think it might have been.
3-2. Winner, never heard of him before, and he pops up.
Or again.
Never heard of him.
Or again after it, yeah. But Liverpool in such a strong position, and that was just the goal where it's like the writing's on the wall. I think we might have drew that weekend or something, but yeah, Macheda's goal, just the sinking feeling.
That gets you. Fainty, you've been quiet there, mate. What's your worst moment in Premier League history?
Yeah, I mean, the first one that springs to mind, obviously, is the Gerrard slip. I mean, flashbacks of just the way it happened. It was just, it couldn't have been from a anyone that didn't like Liverpool. It was an absolute dream to happen. Liverpool's captain, Mr. Reliable, and he's gone in fucking, at the worst possible moment in one of the biggest games. That was the outcome. I mean, you couldn't have written it, I don't think. So that's the first one that that kind of screams out to me.
Should Mignolet have saved it?
It was a good finish by Demba Ba, wasn't it? Slotted it under his legs. I mean, yeah, you could argue for sure, but yeah, that would be the big one for me.
What about Bob? Do you say anything?
Yeah, I said Gerrard slip.
Yeah,
Palace. Palace was pretty depressing. That was the week or two before, I think. Because us drawing with Palace was
it was after the Chelsea game.
No,
was it? I thought it was before, because I think we drew against Palace and then
look at it.
And then he's
look at it.
I'm on it right now. What year was it?
I thought it was after.
It was after, because then it was we were still going for goals at 3-0 up, because we still might have been able to beat City goal difference, and then just fucked it completely. Suarez crying.
Suarez, what a player.
So I got good memories for you, Jace, when Suarez used to score a hat-trick against Norwich every week. The one game where he scored 4, and he was just hitting them from an half volleys from the halfway line. They were just going in.
He was unreal. I hated him because he was that good. Obviously, being a United fan, but in terms of just pure, he just smashed the ball from anywhere and score. He could not make a mermaid.
Yeah, it's clinical, wasn't he?
He was really unreal against Norwich. Every time he played Norwich, he pulled their pants down for fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone that's in such a, when you watch someone, they're in a tight spot and you're are they going to get out of it? And he'll just do a little turn, meg someone, just.
Could not meg a mermaid.
Now, can we just go back to the Gerrard point a little bit for a second?
No.
All right, everybody, time out. Listen, this is how it works. I lead you guys through the conversation, Bob. You don't just pick when you want to remember shit and go back to your topic.
Like 25 minutes later.
This like 20
Oh,
minute
wait, yes,
podcast will be 4 hours long because Bob remembered in 1975 his grand said something about this, that, and the other. Bloody hell. Yatey, what are you saying? Sorry, pal.
So I read an article the other day about Gerrard and his worst errors that have led to like Liverpool losing shit. I just want to read you some of these.
Read you some of them. Here we go.
Great.
Oh, we don't have to do this.
Yeah, we do.
Hell.
There's 4 of you to 1 of me. So obviously the slip, right? You got a red card against Chelsea that cost red card against Chelsea in the game that decided who'd play in the Champions League the following season. So Chelsea picked you to 4th because they beat you after he got sent off. The 32-second red card against United, then we went to win that game. Oh, that's England. I won't talk about that.
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? Jesus.
There's a theory on there right now that like everyone's going, you know, Gerrard was this unbelievable player, but he cost Liverpool a lot more than he helped them, like in big moments.
In a couple of
episodes. That team he dragged through games.
Yeah,
in like
that West Ham game in the FA Cup final as well. Those
Oh.
goals.
That's what
Even if you look at the team that won the Champions League in 2005, like
shocking.
Yeah.
Against that Milan team was just
absolutely.
Why did he take the penalty though in 2005?
He was going to take the 5th one.
I didn't get to him, yeah.
No, I mean the one in the game.
Alonso, yeah.
Oh, that's a great question, actually.
Like, I don't know. Like, he's the guy. Like,
Dida got a finger to it as well, didn't he? Palmed it into the. Did he? Oh, did he?
Yeah, he saved it and he scored the rebound. There's always that thing in it. If you get fouled for the penalty, you shouldn't take it as well as a like superstition.
Yeah, fair.
Never heard anything like that, mate. Every time I got fouled, took penalties.
I heard today, funnily enough, as well. I heard today, whichever foot the penalty taker takes a step backward first is the side that they're going on the penalty. So if you were to put the ball down and you were to take your left foot was your first step back, you're gonna go to your left.
Matt's gonna have a practice.
I can tell you right now, that's not what I did when I played.
Nah, I reckon I'd always take my yeah.
But sometimes I wouldn't even know which way I was going until I like walk back and I'd look and then decide.
Fainty, I'll tell you right now.
Maybe it's a subconscious thing.
I put the ball down back. I took a step back with my right foot because I am a right-footed. That's it.
So your penalties, you can go wherever. You don't have a set. You don't have a spot where you want to.
No, when I played, I'd always go bottom
left.
Stock. I'd always go bottom left, and I'd always take my right foot back every time.
Who told you this, Fainty?
I saw it online actually.
Did you watch it?
Bob, get the data. Get the data, Bob. We're not having Fainty to mess up. I had a question about the funniest moments, guys, we've ever seen in the Premier League. What's your funniest moments we've ever seen in the Premier League?
Funniest.
You go right in. Jimmy Bullard jumping over that pile of.
I forgot that Jimmy Bullard even existed, and now I've got
just anything
Jimmy Bullard.
How many stories has he got?
Was he at Hull when he sat me down? He was just like giving.
Yeah, that was at Man City. He fucking bolted them all, didn't he, in front of the fans, and then the year after, Bullard scores and they all sit down.
Yeah.
There was the one with Bullard as well, where it was, I think, Duncan Ferguson. You remember, he like shit himself against.
Yeah, he's just fucking looking at it.
One I think that's always mental that comes to my head. I mean, it's not the funniest, but like, how did this even happen? Was that I think it was at Sunderland when the balloon or whatever popped on the field.
Oh,
the beach ball.
Yeah.
Sent him the wrong way.
And that kid is just like, what have I done? He's just like distraught.
Yeah, the beach ball.
I don't know, funniest moment.
Have you ever seen the question on the chase about the at the beach ball? What was that? What was on the field? It was like a corner flag, a beach ball, or an ice cream van. And the woman picked an ice cream van. And
oh my god!
Didn't have to miss the whippy on the way in.
Watch me screwball, love.
The fucking flake.
Yeah, ice cream van.
99's going everywhere. Calippos.
All right, I have 2 or 3 more things for us, lads. First one we're going to do is we're going to go around and do a little draft of our best.
What's Mark?
Max just said, absolutely no, not coming back ever again. We're going to do a draft of our best five-a-side Premier League team. You can go in any order you want. One player each. We can go any order you want. The only rule is that to play in the Premier League. And yeah, you can start the goalkeeper, forward, midfielder, whatever you want. You pick your person. And you can obviously have the same player twice.
The first thing that comes to mind, and not a player, but when you think of like five-a-side, is like FIFA Street.
Oh, 100%.
You know, back in the day when you had FIFA Street, you had like Damien Duff that was like 91 rated, like power shot, and like Paul Robinson. You know what I mean? Players like that.
How good would Damien Duff actually be at street football? Let's be honest real quick.
Incredible.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Picking Robinho every time over it. All right, Mark, we'll start with you. Mark, who's your first pick for your five-a-side?
First pick has got to be a prime Terry Henry. Terry Henry, number one. Snap him up.
Debatably the best ever player to play in the Premier League.
Definitely up there. Bob, who are you picking?
To deserve the first pick.
Me either.
So we just go with like 4 forwards and a keeper. I mean, if we're doing five-a-side, I have to be obviously go for the old boring one of Gerrard. He could do everything, couldn't he, in midfield? So defend, attack.
You making note of this, Jason?
I am, yeah. As a host, I can't believe that I've not given myself first pick.
Your last pick.
Apparently so. So for that, Dan, you'll be second to last. James, Fiends, who are you picking?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
You got to pick a defender.
Well, yeah, I know. Don't want to go another forward. We're gonna have to pick a defender.
2 midfielders and a defender.
Wait, are we picking our own teams, or we're all picking a team together?
We're picking a team together.
I don't think.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it's fucking class.
I was trying to brainstorm who I was picking next.
Virgil van Dijk. I don't want the team to be Liverpool, though. You know what I mean? But Virgil van Dijk in a five-a-side would be an absolute joke.
He's not a bad shout, is he? Yatesy, who's your first pick, lad?
Rooney.
Wayne.
You play him in between Gerrard and Henry, and you've got Van Dijk, Henry, Gerrard, and Rooney as a 4.
You guys are not picking up what I'm putting down. Gerrard's playing for Barbie, Henry's playing for Mark, and so BVD's playing for James.
What?
It's your own squad.
I thought that we were doing that.
It's your own
That's what
squad.
you did.
Our own team.
Well, fucking right. Rooney's in.
I'm going to go safe in there, I think. Hold on, we're playing five-side, aren't we? I'm going to go Alisson and goal.
That's boring, that. You're going to pick a sick team and they're never going to get fucking any shots on.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose, am I? Got Alisson and goal. Five-side nets, mate. Who's going to be everywhere? All right, so we're back to Marco.
So you can't pick someone else that someone else has got.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit flair, and I'm going to go JJ Okocha.
I thought you were going to say Jay Spear and JJ.
So good, they named him twice.
Nobody pick Harry Jemba because he was on the other end of that spectrum.
Bobby, who you picking?
Is it me?
Yeah, Bob. You're the only Bob I got.
I'd have to go Suarez up top.
Rat.
Fainty.
I'm going to pick a goalkeeper, and it was Petr Cech in his prime.
It's going to be my keeper.
Gay show.
Absolute.
Helmet or no helmet?
Oh, it's got to be helmet.
Helmet. Got to be helmet.
Helmet.
Absolutely helmet.
Fainty, I do think you're a helmet. All right, Yatesy, what you got?
Big Peter Schmeichel, mate.
It's to me again now, yeah.
Okay.
Midfield. All right, I'm going to go five-a-side Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne.
All right, we're back to you, Mark.
Back to me. I got JJ Okocha, Thierry Henry. I'm going to go John Terry.
Solid, that, Mark.
John Terry.
I'll go for a keeper. If we're doing five-a-side, I'd go Edison because he's basically going to be another player for you there.
Can smash it from his goal and score.
Yeah, he just score.
Listen, we'll probably touch this in later episodes, but I hate Edison, and we'll get to it one day. One day. Not today, but we'll get there. Fainty.
To the neck tattoos.
Who am I going to pick?
That's my question.
Who am I going to pick? That is the question. I'm going to go for a midfielder, And that midfielder is going to be Lampard. I don't know why I'm sticking on Chelsea.
Steve Recovery.
Goal scorer.
Dan Yates.
And mine's just a fucking United team, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
I know exactly who you're going for it.
But you don't.
Fair enough. No.
What? What are you going to say?
Well, Yap Stam he's going for.
I was going to say my first guess would have been Ferdinand, second Yap Stam after you said that.
Yeah, Stam. Yap Stam.
Oh, Yap Stam. Got it.
Fucking eat you alive, mate.
It's a great song. Can you sing it for us, JT?
Well, probably not. I'll be on YouTube for much longer if I sing that.
I've gone for Alan Shearer up front.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Solid.
All the numbers, mate. All the numbers. All right, we're back to Mark, aren't we?
Think I need a strong midfielder. You know, sort of match up with John Terry. I'm going to go for Roy Keane. Roy Keane in the middle of the
kicking
park.
the shit.
Maybe him and John Terry are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
You're going to have no
Lumping
players
people everywhere.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be playing 2v5 every game.
Suspended all the time. Bobby?
I'll go Ferdinand. Rio.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Anton, no, okay. James?
Bit of a rogue. I'm going to go for more of a winger type, but I absolutely love watching him play. Riyad Mahrez, I'm going for.
Not a bad shout.
No, not at all.
He was fantastic in tight spaces. Needed half a yard to get a shot off, and he scored some absolute wildies.
Yeah, he's all right. Yates is on there, isn't it?
Yeah, Torre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, that's what
Hey, I could definitely do that, son.
Who am I taking now? Do I need a defender? Yeah.
I don't know why they still sing that at the dot.
Yeah, no, it's mad, isn't it? It's just because it's catchy, I think.
I've gone for Kante in the
he fucking broke up then. Who did he say?
You can do all the legwork that De Bruyne doesn't want to do. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll go risque defenders. All right, Mark.
I'm kind of regretting my JJ Okocha pick. I mean, I want to see his tricks, but I think second pick. I took him a little bit early, I think. Do I need a keeper?
Do you need a keeper? Oh, yeah, you do. I thought you were asking me, like, I don't know, do you want a keeper?
All right, so it's got to be a keeper.
Shea Given.
Struggling now. Quality keeper. Steve Agrizovic, Coventry, 9.
Thank goodness, I have no idea his name.
I was like, is he being serious?
Bob, take Edison yet?
Yeah.
He's gone. Schmeichel's gone. Mate, who else? Quality Premier League.
Mate, if you think of Arsenal Invincibles, if you think United league winning team,
United, I mean, Van der Sar's got to be up there. United had some shit goalkeepers in between Schmeichel and
Barthez.
Oh, Carroll.
Yeah, Taibbi,
mate.
Roy Carroll, that famous. You know, I saw Mark Bosnich on watching Australian TV, and Mark Bosnich was on it presenting. Van der Sar.
I thought you were Dave Seaman.
Seaman.
Mark, you got one more pick left. Yates last. Yeah. You're next, Yates.
No, I'm not the Mark, am I?
Yeah. Mark should be done now. Didn't Mark
no, you got one left. So, Bobby, who you got, mate?
Mark before me, and I've only got one left.
You have two left.
Who's his team? Read his team.
3, 4. Oops. No, you got one more left.
Is Mark done then?
Riveting viewing this.
2, 3, 4. Why have I got 6 faces? What a twat.
We're going to take a break. Thanks for joining us.
How much can you cut out at a time, Yates?
You do it the American way. It's 5 and a keeper.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. But Bob's still got one left to pick, though.
Yeah, I've still got one.
Yeah, I know.
You said I had 2.
Is it Bob's go?
All right, Bob, who are you picking?
I'm going to go for another midfielder. I'm going to go with David Silva.
Yeah, decent choice.
Great show. Fainty, your last choice.
I need a forward, I think, right?
You have Maris. I don't know how you're using him, but yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
How we've missed on that.
My God.
How's he not gone sooner? We'll never know. We don't give a shit.
Ronaldo, Mahrez, Lampard, Van Dijk and Petr.
Yatesy, midfielder, I'm thinking. Scores.
Yeah.
Oh, United FC. Nice.
Boy.
Yeah, in there.
Still in Manchester.
You only took sorry, because I took Roy Keane.
I know.
I've gone to finish off mine with Vincent Kompany
I believe you've not gone Gareth Bale.
That's a shout, that.
as my centre back. Yeah.
Oh, just in your team.
Yeah, honestly.
5-a-side, tight spaces.
Well,
I thought it was going to be Gareth Bale, Robert Earnshaw, John Hartson.
Joe Allen. Joe Allen.
Wayne Hennessy.
Al Robson.
One of us gone Bale.
Al
well,
Robson
but-
can. Let me change this real quick for me. All right, brilliant. Yatesy, I'm gonna send you those so we can make a graphic for them. It'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, my last thing I've got for you guys is gonna be a quiz. You guys want to do a quiz or what?
I think he's
I'm
gone.
always
Finish
down
with
for
the
a
quiz.
quiz.
Hey, don't
Wait.
fucking spoil the next episode.
Yeah.
Wait, is that,
Cut
is
that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Are we not doing that this episode?
Yeah, there's beep.
Mute Bobby. He's bloody pain in the ass.
I've got some editing to do on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, keep it authentic. It's good.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's do simple ones here. Simple. We'll do true or false. Where's the true or false one go? Okay, here we go.
Are you going to ask us like individually?
Yeah.
Go, buzzer.
Shall I keep putting guys in teams or what?
What's your buzzer, Mark?
Wanker. What?
Put a bike in the car and no bell in it.
You on this call.
Right.
Nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sound. All right. We should be doing this real quick. All right, you guys ready for the first question?
Yeah.
So these are all
What-
true or
what-
false.
What are the teams? Is it
football
individual,
questions.
like finger on the buzzer? What is it?
Thing on the buzzer.
I mean,
yeah,
if they're all true or
there's
false,
six
it's going to
more.
be, we'll just do whatever majority picks.
Yeah.
Well, I can do you all separate if you want, but it's up to you.
I'll take two.
Right. True or false? Ready? It took Cristiano Ronaldo 27 games to score his first Champions League goal.
I don't know. I want to say
27.
20.
False. It's got to be false.
A lot,
Yeah.
isn't it? We're thinking false. Am I giving the
27?
answers now? I'll give you the answers to the end.
Yeah, I'm going false.
False. Question number 2. The phrase "park the bus" arose when Jose Mourinho was forced to park the Chelsea team bus after the bus driver fell ill.
I've heard this before. I think that's true.
Is that
It
only
sounds.
been around that
It
long
sounds.
ago?
You guys have got to all agree on this one here.
That
I'm
phrase
saying
has
true.
only been around that long?
I was going to say, I swear part of the bus has been around before.
I don't know. I don't think it has.
Are you sure
I think the statement's true that he parked the bus. They actually had to park the bus, but I don't know.
Do you mean in
Right.
terms of the activity of parking a
The
vehicle?
activity, I remember hearing something that he had to do something with the bus because the bus driver was ill.
But what would that have to do with?
It's just a funny play on words, isn't it?
Everybody happy with false?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, false.
Yeah,
I
Bob?
thought you said true.
I said true because just what he did. We'll go false.
All right, false.
Bobby's
Yeah, they're all
Googling his
false.
answer. They're all false. Oh, wait, you guys did say true, yeah.
Making it run.
So what are you guys picking? True or false? Sorry.
False.
True.
False.
I'll be false. False.
You guys have to agree.
False.
Yeah,
False.
false.
False. False.
You're the only one that's not listening to us right now.
All right. Question number 3. Singer in Irish boy band Westlife, Nicky Byrne, played for Leeds United before moving to music.
No,
I can see that.
I've heard he's a player. JC, are you writing these like, oh, he actually played for Scunthorpe or something like that?
No.
No, all right.
No.
Where'd you get him
I
from?
think.
ChatGPT.
I think it's true.
All right, we'll go.
Quite-
through that.
Right, true.
There's quite a lot of singers that are half decent footy players.
That's
Oh,
meant to
yeah.
me.
He was a good wing. He was a good wing. I think I've seen him on
Well-
Saturday as well.
God, name us something.
Yeah, exactly.
I started as a singer. I went into football.
He was,
Who's the lad from One Direction to play for Doncaster Rovers?
Louis Tomlinson.
There you go,
Yeah.
Bob. Have that one.
Next
Right.
question, number 4. Sir Alex Ferguson managed the Scotland national team.
Now we're talking.
I've read his book, you know.
So have I, but that's not the question though, is it, Mark?
That's
Does he
true.
mention? Does he mention it in there, Mark?
No, I mean, no, I don't.
He
Maybe.
would have mentioned it. He would have mentioned it, wouldn't he, if he did it?
I think
I'm pretty confident when I read the book, he does not mention.
It would have been like in the early days, obviously, with maybe before Aberdeen, but
Do you think he's coached Scotland before he went to Aberdeen?
I think it's true. I think it was on for like 3 or 4 games or something.
I've read
Is
the
that-
book. Go on, we'll say true.
We all trust in the bank, yeah.
It's got to be true. Has to be true.
Number 5, Liverpool legend Kenny Dalglish is known as King Kenny because he is related to the British royal family.
It's related to who? The British royal family. No, because Scousers hate the royal family, don't they? So
Yeah.
that's not really false.
Isn't Dalglish Scottish?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's a
no,
scout.
but like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
an adopted Scouser.
So
Yeah,
we're going false.
I'm going false.
I've heard that before. False.
Yeah, it's got to be false.
Just the king, innit? The best there ever was.
All right, question number 6. Frank Lampard has scored more Premier League goals than Thierry Henry, Robbie Fowler, and Michael Owen.
I think that is true because he's got so many more appearances, hasn't he?
Definitely done Fowler and Owen.
I'm going to say true.
I think it's.
He was
I
up
think
there
it's
in the
true.
top 10.
Because I remember when Salah scored last weekend.
Yeah, there's a reason
He
graphic
went
of this.
above Lampard.
He went above Henry, didn't he?
No, I think he went above. Was it Henry?
Was it? No, I think it might have been Lampard.
Yeah, I think it was
And
Lampard.
he'd already beat Henry because I think
that was the season as well, Henry. It wasn't that long ago he went above Henry.
Just like
I think
last
Henry
week ago.
scored like 175 or something like that. I don't know what.
I think that's true.
We all happy with
Yes, true.
All right, number 7. Bayern Munich star Thomas Muller is a keen chess player and once won the Bavarian chess tournament.
Bit of an odd, but he's a bit of a funny character. I can see him playing a bit of chess in his spare time.
He's been playing for about 30 years as well.
Chess or
I'm going to say false.
oh yeah,
False.
false.
Just
Plays
because.
checkers, drafts.
Just because I listened to the Rio Ferdinand podcast the other day with Kingsley Coleman on it, and he mentioned Kingsley Coleman and 4 of us, and Thomas Muller wasn't in that about playing chess.
All right, we're all happy with false.
In that case, Dan, we're going false.
Was
So-
it the Rio Ferdinand chess podcast?
All right,
Don't waste our time. Don't waste our spare time.
question number 8. Former Brazil and Barcelona star Ronaldinho spent time in prison after being found to have used a fake passport.
That was 100%
True.
true. I remember that.
Sounds very Ronaldinho, that does, doesn't it? I think the question is number 9. Oh, yeah, here we go. Number 9. Dave Beckham took ballet lessons during his time at Manchester United in order to improve his agility.
That was real.
The answer is going to be true or false. Then.
False.
Well,
Watch the documentary, any mention of it in there, I'm sure it would have been brought up. I can't remember it.
Yeah,
we're
false.
going false.
It was Rio Ferdinand.
Number 10. Brazil icon Pelé once starred in a Hollywood movie alongside Michael Caine and Sylvester Stallone.
Is that Escape to Victory?
It's got
True. I don't know if they're in it. He's been in a load of movies though, hasn't he?
it's got to be true. True.
I don't think they were in Escape to Victory. He was definitely
Bob,
in
are you saying true?
that. Bob, make the call.
Yeah, true.
He's been in a lot of movies. Yeah, his best movie he was in was Mike Bassett, England manager.
See loads of movies with Pele in it.
All right, lads, let's go through the answers real quick. Ronaldo, 27 games to score his first Champions League goal. You guys said false. It is true.
27.
That's mad, that.
No, wait, is that 27 that he appeared in? Or since his debut?
Does that include games he's watched as well?
Like, sat on the bench and not come on or whatever, like.
How does that?
Yeah, but
How
you
would
don't
that
get an
count?
appearance for sitting on the bench, not
Yeah.
coming on, do you?
It's not his 27
Same
games.
thing.
That's mental.
That is mental, I think.
And he's scoring all in goals.
Question number 2. What's that?
Nah, I was just trying to work it out.
It would have been just coming on as a sub for like 5 minutes, couple minutes when he was like dead young, but like you still feel like he burst onto the scene. Mika Richards, like when he was like young, like as soon as he started playing.
All right,
Yeah,
false,
so
wrong, 0 out of 1.
Number 2, you guys did get this wrong. I messed up by reading the answer and told you that it was false, that Jose Mourinho packed the actual team bus. This phrase did come up from Jose Mourinho in terms of him defensive work, but not him actually packing the team bus. So that was false.
You got that right.
I got that right, yeah. So
yeah, so
It's fucking sound.
We got it right, yeah.
So was it true or false?
it's false, true.
It's false positive.
Number 3, Nicky Byrne played for Leeds before moving into music. That is true.
Yes, get in.
Think he knows his singer wingers, doesn't he?
Number 4, Sir Alex Ferguson managed Scotland team. I don't know when, but this is true. Yeah, this is true. So you guys were right with that one.
What a roll, lads.
Number 5, King Kenny has nothing to do with the British royal family. As Mark said, he is Scouse through and through. So yeah, you guys were right there. False for that one, number 5. Number 6, Frank Lampard scored more goals than Henry, Robbie Fowler, and Michael Owen. That is true. You guys got that one right. Thomas Molnar, chess player, yes or no? The answer is no, he is not a chess player. You guys were right there too.
What's he play?
Dan the man.
I have no idea what he plays, to be honest with you.
Backgammon.
Twister, I heard, with the other teammates. All right, number 8, a Brazilian player, Ronaldinho. You guys were confident with this one. You guys were right with that one. Beckham and his ballet. You guys said false, because this is true. He did not do that. And then number 10, last question. Pele, movie star with Michael Caine and Sylvester Stallone. You guys were correct. He did star in a movie with those boys. Well done.
Can we go back
So
to
what
the
the movie
Ronaldinho?
was?
Did I miss a question with Ronaldinho?
We got it right.
You got it right, yeah.
I don't even remember. What was the question?
Ronaldinho went to jail for having a fake passport.
Oh yeah, okay.
So how many out of 10 was that?
9.
9 out of 10.
Should
Heavy
have
start. That
And the first
episode
one,
1 straight in.
should have been 8, but whatever. I'll give it to you guys. This is the first one we had.
We got the first one wrong and went on a hot streak.
You guys did very well. I'm so proud of you guys. Well
Assistant.
done. Yeah, well, we'll leave that there. Right, lads, listen, that's it. We're done. We're done with the first episode. I'm not going to drag this along. Max will go to bed because he's going to go to the gym in the morning because he's got nothing else to do in his life. So that'll do, boys. Thank you very much. Yatesy, thank you so much.
Peace.
Right, fellas.
Why does Yatesy get
Cheers,
a thank
lad.
you? When do we get a thank you as well?
Cheers, Yatesy. Holding this together.
Nice one.
Oh, you're
Cheers,
the
Dan.
dickhead.
Cheers, Dan.
Good boys.
Not bad. I was
Cheers,
going
Dan.
through you. I was going through you. Whatever. Jesus, stop it.
Thank you for watching episode 1 of Old Fashioned Football. We will be back next week with more nonsense.